Hello again, NCAC sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of This Week in the NCAC. I'm your host, Brett Bilhart. With our complete attention now focused on the spring sports season across the league, let's now recognize our Player of the Week award winners for the week ending on April 2nd. We'll open this week's show by breaking down our baseball and softball Athlete of the Week award winners. The Wittenberg baseball squad jumped back into the race for one of the top two spots in the West Division standings after winning 3 out of 4 against Wabash over the weekend. The Tigers were led by this week's NCAC Player of the Week award winner, freshman Brandon Raymond. The rookie shared the team lead for hits on the week with 9 and led the squad with 11 runs scored from the second position in the batting order. In addition, Raymond scored 5 of his 11 runs in the Tigers' record-setting 28-5 victory over Wilmington earlier in the week. The 28 runs scored broke the Wittenberg record for runs scored in a single game. And for the second time this season, Kenyan freshman Tim Cron secured the NCAC Pitcher of the Week award after picking up a key 6-1 win over Worcester on Sunday to help lead the Lords to their first ever 4-game series victory on the Fighting Scots home field. Cron allowed just 1 earned run, scattered 3 hits, and fanned 7 batters to earn his 4th victory of the season. In addition, Kenyan's 8-5 victory in Game 1 of the series on Saturday also marked the Lords' first win at Worcester since the 1985 season. The NCAC Softball Player of the Week award was distributed to Hiram sophomore Jessica Bolans after she helped the Terriers earn a split against 6th-ranked DePaul on Saturday. In 6 games last week combined, Bolans posted a .500 batting average with 2 home runs, 1 triple, 1 double, 6 runs scored, and 7 RBI. Allegheny freshman right-hander Caitlin Neeler garnered the NCAC Softball Pitcher of the Week award after helping guide the Gators to a doubleheader sweep over defending NCAC champion Denison on Saturday. Neeler, who is now 11-2 in the pitching circle this season, finished the week with a 3-0 record after throwing 3 complete games, including a Game 1 2-0 shutout over DU. In 23 innings of work last week, she authored a 0.91 ERA and set 25 batters down on strikes. And now let's turn our attention to the courts and unveil the weekly award winners for men's and women's tennis. Wabash sophomore Nate Kopler garnered the Men's Weekly Tennis Award after winning 3 matches at the number 5 singles draw to win the individual title at the 2012 Carrie Seward Memorial Tournament held last weekend in Crawfordsville. Kopler scored straight-set wins in all 3 matches, posting a 6-1, 6-1 win in the first round, a 6-4, 6-4 triumph in the semifinals, and a 7-5, 7-5 victory in the championship match. Denison senior Sarah Short was named the NCAC Women's Tennis Player of the Week after posting a perfect 4-0 mark. Short posted singles victories over Wittenberg's Leanne Miller by a score of 6-4, 6-1, and Dayton's Claire McNulty by a 6-4, 6-3 margin, both at the number 1 singles position. Short has now posted 5 straight singles match victories and is 6-5 overall at the top singles flight this season. We'll now recognize our weekly Outdoor Track and Field Award winners. The first men's award for distance and middle distance events went to Allegheny Junior Bobby Over, who paced the Gators at the Washington and Jefferson Invitational on Saturday. Over smashed the meet record and posted the 3rd fastest time in the nation to date in the steeplechase with a time of 9:23:39. The weekly men's award for sprint and hurdle events was awarded to Wabash freshman Nathan Mueller, who won the 110-meter hurdles and ran a leg on the 4x100-meter relay squad that broke the meet record after breaking the tape in 42.43 seconds at the Hanover Invitational in Indiana on Saturday. And Wabash Jr. Matt Knox earned the final Men's Weekly Award for field events after topping the field in the pole vault event at the Hanover Invitational with a leap of 15 feet 3 inches, which currently sits as the 11th best performance in Division III this season. The Women's Weekly Award for distance and middle distance events was awarded to Oberlin freshman Carrie Lyons, who won the 3,000-meter steeplechase with a school record time of 11:23.86 on Friday evening at the Emory Invitational in Atlanta, Georgia. And the final Women's Weekly Award for field events went to Oberlin freshman Tiffany Henry, who helped guide the Yo women to a second-place finish at the Emory Invitational by placing second overall in the hammer throw with a school record heave of 135 feet 4 inches. And we'll now turn our attention to the links and recognize the weekly award winners for men's and women's golf. The Women's Weekly Award went to Wittenberg freshman Nicole Wayers, who ignited the Tigers' record-setting weekend at the Washington University Spring Invitational in Missouri. Wayers broke the 36-hole round school record with 152 strokes to finish 10th in the individual standings, including carding a 73 on day 2, which was 2 strokes better than the previous single-round school record. The Tigers finished 4th overall at the event after shooting a program best 36-hole round score of 622, including a 307 on Sunday, which also set the program benchmark for an 18-hole round. And Denison freshman Dylan Francis captured the Men's Weekly Award after finishing 6th overall at the Muskingum Invitational with a 36-hole round total of 144, including a career-low 69 on day 1. The Big Red finished 2nd overall in the team standings at the event with a 2-round score of 583, which broke the previous 36-hole school record of 585 set earlier this season at the Denison Fall Classic. And finally, we'll close out this week's show by honoring our weekly award winners for men's and women's lacrosse. Wittenberg sophomore Francine Merzinski garnered the Women's Award after leading the Tigers to their first win over league rival Worcester since the 2003 season and only their second triumph over the Fighting Scots since 1992. In the 10-8 victory over the Scots, Merzinski scored 2 goals and dished out 1 assist to go along with 9 draw controls, 4 ground balls, and 1 caused turnover. And the Men's Weekly Lacrosse Award went to Denison sophomore Eddie Vida after he led the Big Red to their 8th consecutive victory over Ohio Wesleyan with a 12-5 triumph in Granville on Saturday. Vida led the Big Red in the victory with 4 goals and 1 assist and currently leads DU on the season with 22 goals and is second on the squad in both points and shots with 30 and 46 respectively. In addition, Vida has helped the Big Red improve to 8-0 on the season, which marks the first time since 1967 that a Big Red squad has posted an unblemished record through the first 8 games of a season. Fans, we once again thank you for tuning in for another episode of This Week in the NCAC, and we hope you tune in next week as we look forward to continually keeping you up to date on action from across the North Coast Athletic Conference. And as always, for up-to-date news, stats, and standings on your favorite NCAC squads, you can visit our website at www.northcoast.org.